blockages on the fifth chakra. We would need to clear those blockages, especially if they're serious ones, before we could feel properly on our hands. And when our Vishuddhi chakra is cleared, we can rely on how we feel our chakras pretty well. We can, rely on how we feel. We can really know what's going on with ourselves. So it's very handy to have Vishuddhi chakra cleared. So communication is definitely part of what we call collectivity. So to create a beautiful collective of people, to create a society, communication is vital. So we would need to, so one thing that our Vishuddhi is responsible of is how collectivity is, how collective we can be, how we can get along with people, how we can enjoy other people, how we can communicate with others, but also with ourselves. So just like any other chakras that you heard about, also our Vishuddhi, we have the left Vishuddhi, the right Vishuddhi, and the center Vishuddhi. So on the left side, we say, I'm sure you all remember, we put our hand here and we say, I'm not guilty. And many times, like I've been practicing Saja Yoga since years, and it's here that usually people start really crying and releasing some kind of emotional tension very often, because we tend to feel bad about ourselves, guilty, we condemn ourselves for certain things, usually not because mostly people, none of us has done really bad things, but it's cultural. It's also, I don't know, it's how today things are with us that we tend to feel guilty a lot. So often our egos, though it's very connected to our ego, because our ego often doesn't allow us to accept when we do something wrong, to accept that mistake, to say, oh, this is just not right, and I shouldn't be doing this, and I should stop. And then we would be the master of our behavior and stop doing that. Instead, we often just pile it on our left Vishuddhi, on that part of our consciousness that we just accept that we didn't do right, but instead of fixing and moving on, we tend to pile it there, not deal with it, continue doing same mistake over and over again, and then kind of not face our problems, and then feel that weight somewhere in our subconscious area. And it can be very difficult for the entire left side. So this left Vishuddhi, it's really good to face head on and say, okay, this is crazy, this is bad, you should not do that, and then change this behavior. But it's tricky because it's connected, as I say, to ego, and ego can be, again, quite crafty in misleading us. But here in meditation, when we meditate and we clear this our Kundalini is clearing this from within, things are different. We can actually move out of this vicious cycle. On the right-hand side is especially a place where we communicate with others. And it's important that this communication is genuine. It's not overly sweet or aggressive. So we're not sweet to people because we want something. So we're not cunning and, using this power of communication or manipulating others, or, how should I say, using others because we are smart and we know how to either pamper their ego or how to use their emotions. So we gain things. So we shouldn't use our communication for that. We also, because it will harm our right Vishuddhi, Also, when we yell at other people or are aggressive towards other people, our behavior is aggressive, we again have a bad results for our right Vishuddhi. So this is a place where Shimataji calls it, and in today's talk, she will mention that she'll say how we should have this madhurya. It's a expression. I think it's in Sanskrit. I don't know. Shweta will probably know better whether it's Hindi or Sanskrit, but yeah,
It's I think it's both, and it's
it's
sweetness.
both.
Madhurya is
Yeah,
madhu
it's
is
it's
honey and madhurya is sweetness. Uh,
sweetness. Yeah, so I wasn't
that's my
sure
limited
which
knowledge. There could
language.
be more.
So you see, because yeah, you have words from that originate straight from Sanskrit, right,
Mm.
in Hindi. So,
Yes.
so this true, genuine sweetness that expresses love, pure love from our heart in our communication, and this sweetness, it's really interesting how it can change people. It can it can be it can actively work towards improving collectivity. Uh, so many people, I just often we talk about personal experiences here, and maybe this is one thing I can share. Um, I was once very lucky. I don't know. Some lady was telling me something not nice. She was not nice. But at that moment, I remembered how she did some project with kids, also my kid in school, and how my daughter really loved it. And it just hit me some kind of like a wave of love for her, how she did a beautiful project with the kids at that time. So I told her, but you know what? I really, and my daughter really enjoyed how you did that. And just because I expressed this, and it was genuine, I just felt this strangely, even though she was really mean to me, I managed to be in a witness state, the state we'll talk about today. And just this came to my mind, and I told her. And I mean, I know she didn't feel good about herself at that moment, but then our communication changed completely. And it's this kind of sweetness, if it comes from your heart and you can express that, it can, you will see, I'm sure everyone has these kind of experiences at some point in life, that this beautiful communication changes how other people act then, and improves then again the collective, the society.
Nika,
And then yeah.
Aditya raised his hand. Looks like
Uh-huh.
he has a question.
Yeah.
I because I practice like so like every day I do fuksok talks and bhajans and everything. And how do you get out of how do you remove the negativity on your left side channel?
On the left side.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, okay, Aditya, can you stay until the end of meditation and then we'll talk about that?
Oh, sure.
Okay, because it's a completely different subject, so I don't want to go away from Vishuddhi. I mean, it's not really different, but it's a great question. And let me address it properly at the end of the lecture so we can all have now an hour of meditation and then we'll definitely get there. Okay, I
Okay.
promise.
Thank
All
you.
right. So where oh yeah, and so then is central Vishuddhi chakra, where we where the topic of today's meditation is about witnessing and divine diplomacy, and also again this feel we all together all gives us this feeling that we are part and parcel of this creation of humanity, that so again we'll work towards collectivity, towards society, how to exist together and enjoy and love each other. But and definitely divine, this we call it because the blessings of these fifth chakra, so the power of this chakra is this divine ability of diplomacy, where you can dissolve the aggressiveness of others. And it's really an amazing thing what to say. It also goes with like the previous example. So someone is aggressive, but then if you can dissolve this aggressiveness and change the path of your communication, this is a great blessing or power of this chakra. And the other thing is, of course, the witness state, which is which also Sri Mataji will talk about in the video, and it's something we experience. And we definitely start experiencing this witness state in our meditation first. So to be in a witness state, we need to bring down the activity of our ego and our superego. They need to calm down. They need to leave the space for us to be without thoughts, not to react to everything. And when we don't react, we can achieve this state. So firstly, of course, it will be easiest to achieve this kind of state while meditating before challenges come to us in life. And then through that, we will be able to react properly in a challenging, at a challenging time. So something horrible happens, some accident or something, and then you automatically can go into this witness state where you can actually function, do the right things, not go into emotional state of the left side or go completely berserk with the right side, but you can be in the center and act properly. And there is another level of it is your sahasrara, your connection, it can be very strong then, and you have this flow of vibrations, and this flow of vibrations and connection to the divine, to all pervading power, then really helps you solve that problem in amazing ways. So let's, and again, we can talk more if you want at the end about this and how to grasp more what this is and how to get to it. But now we'll start our meditation. We'll focus, as I said, on the fifth chakra, and at the end we'll answer all your questions. So so for the new ones, for people who joined us for the first time, I'm just going to show once how we do it, and then we'll do it all together. So first part, how we raise our kundalini is we take our left hand, we put it at in front of our chakras. So we start from the first chakra and then we go up, 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 up till the top, while the right hand will be spinning like that. So it starts below the hand towards yourself and then out. And we bring this motion up to the above our head, where we do a knot, like an invisible knot. All right, and we do these 3 times separately. I'll be talking along, so you'll know what we're doing. And first we do 1 knot, second time we do 2 knots, and third time we do 3 knots. Then we do a bandhan or a protection, a subtle protection around our spiritual selves or the subtle body. We'll take, the left hand will be resting, opened up like that on our lap, while the right hand will go from the left swadhisthana, so from the hip on the left side, over our sahasrara. So make sure you go over the head and to the right hip and then back. So we create this horseshoe shape, we draw around ourselves. Now, this is not just some waving with hands and stuff. When we start raising our kundalini, this kundalini energy starts moving in us, and we can feel it on our hands, right? Especially when we clear ourselves, that there is more energy. So we are actually moving this energy, and we're moving it also when we are putting it around ourselves. And for that, it's really good to have, to keep your attention steady. And so when we do bandhan, we do it 7 times, one for each chakra. So you can move your attention from the first chakra to the second, to the third, as we are doing. Like, so one bandhan for the first chakra, one for the second, and then so on. All right. So whoever, I hope you all have foot soaks ready. Let's just sit now comfortably, sit as much up straight as you can. Of course, you already know the shoes have to be off. And let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now again, breathe in. And when we breathe out, we allow the tension on our head, face, neck, shoulders, hands, arms, back, all these tensions to relax. And again, we breathe in. And when we breathe out, we just feel the tension leaving us. Now we'll bring our hands spinning up, and we can ask Mother Kundalini, please raise. We bring our hand above the head and we do first knot. While we're doing this, we can watch our right palm. So again, we bring it up and do it twice, no, 2 knots. Yes, if you are confused and don't know how to do it, we'll share a video at the end with you so you can take time at the end learning it. And then the third time, we will do 3 knots. And now the protection will start from the left hip to the right. Our attention is on the first chakra. Then we do it second time. The attention is on the second chakra. Then the Nabi chakra on the third chakra. The fourth chakra in our heart. The fifth chakra, Vishuddhi, in the neck. Sixth in the head. And on top of the head, the seventh chakra. Then we'll take a right hand where we have the flow of vibrations. We can point it towards the foot soak bowl, and we can do the 7 circular clockwise circular motions. We can ask Mother Kundalini, please vibrate this water so it can absorb all the subtle problems of my channel and chakras. And then we simply place our feet in the water. And okay, just relax. Keep your palms or your hands on the lap, and the palms are opened up, facing up towards the sky. Now we'll begin by clearing the left channel, and we'll take the right hand and place it towards the ground. You can ask here, Mother Earth, please absorb all the problems of my left side. Mother Earth has this earth element, has the chance, has the ability to pull out the problems of the left side. Mother Earth, please remove all my extreme emotions, all my lethargic tendencies, or all my nostalgic attitudes. Please, Mother Earth, clear my left side. Then we'll bring our right hand back on our lap and lift the left hand up towards the sky, the palms facing back. And now we'll surrender the heat of the right side, all the heat of the right side into the sky. Can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all the heat of my right side into the sky. Mother Kundalini, please remove all my futuristic tendencies, all my worrying about the future, or all planning, all that doesn't allow me to stay in the present moment. It's keeping me locked in the future time. Mother, please remove all that. Now we'll take both our hands and place them towards the ground, towards Mother Earth again. We can bring now our attention to the bottom of the spine, where the first chakra is, and we can ask Mother Earth. Again, Earth is the element of this first chakra. Can ask Mother Earth, please absorb the problems of my first chakra. Mother Earth, please awaken the quality, the power of innocence in me. Let me start feeling this power. Let me start enjoying the innocence in me. So I can be just like a little child, enjoying this life, the play of life, without worrying, knowing that Mother Kundalini is looking after me. And we'll bring both our hands back on the lap. And we will continue our meditation together according to the group vibrations. So we'll start by placing our right hand on the left nabi, so on the third chakra, so left abdomen, left side of the belly button, we place the right hand. And here we can state, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am satisfied. We acknowledge that it is within our power that no matter what, we can feel this inner satisfaction. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am a satisfied person. And here we'll also say, Mother, I am peaceful person. Mother, I am a peaceful person. And again, we'll say, Mother, by your grace, I am a generous person. Now we will take the right hand little lower to the second chakra on the left side. So we're on our hip, where the torso and leg combine. And then we'll say here, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the knowledge that's, especially the knowledge about spirituality, that's not true, that's harmful to me. Please establish the pure knowledge of the Spirit in me. And also we'll ask, Mother, please establish the pure desire, this desire to be the Spirit, the only desire that truly brings me joy, not all those desires that are temporary and never ending, but the true desire, the one pure desire to be the Spirit, to feel the joy of the Spirit. Now we'll take the right hand and bring it to the left Vishuddhi. So on the neck, on the left hand side, just wrap around the left part of the neck, and we can turn the head slightly towards the right. And here we'll ask, or we'll just say, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I can face my problems. I know I make mistakes. That's okay. And I can fix those things. But I'm not guilty. I'm not gonna condemn myself. So for sure, just repeat a few times, Mother, I am not guilty. Now we'll bring our right hand also to the right, the left hand to the right Vishuddhi. So on the other side, and here again we wrap the right side of the neck. We turn the head slightly to the left, and then we'll say, Mother Kundalini, please come into my right Vishuddhi, or into my fifth chakra on the right. And please awaken the sweetness, the genuine sweetness, gentleness, the expression of love with which I can communicate with others. Mother Kundalini, you are the sweetness in me. You are this gentle, sweet communication in me. May this be expressed in my communication. Then we'll take our right hand and just slowly raise it from the first chakra to the last in front of ourselves. Just go with your hand as if you are trying to move a few more strands of Kundalini up through the chakras. You can press now here on top. Press really firmly and then move clockwise. Massage your Sahasrara with this circular movement, moving the scalp. So press hard here on the seventh chakra. And we can say, Mother Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my self-realization. Just massage. And then we can take the hand above this chakra, just slowly lift it higher and higher until you reach the point where you feel vibrations flowing the strongest. So wherever you feel this breeze coming out of your head the strongest, you can just leave that hand there for some time. Now change hands, swap hands, take the left hand and do the same. Just bring it above the Sahasrara. And again, let it stay on the spot where you can feel vibrations the strongest. Now keep your attention here on that spot where you felt the breeze, and bring your hands back on your lap. Just for a few moments, let's allow this power inside us, this motherly power of Kundalini, to clear us, to work by herself. Just let her do her job. And Don't try to think. If the thoughts come, just don't engage them. So, and now slowly open your eyes and rinse the feet. Put the bucket to the side and just to close in to the water all the problems. Again, you can do the 7 circular movements above the water. Now we will listen to Sri Mataji's talk at the function. She presented that, I think it was in 88. And she talks about the 5th chakra, particularly so about Vishuddhi and how the quality of witness state is important for us. She also, in this excerpt, or actually Sri Mataji often uses stories or examples from the life of Sri Krishna, because those are perfect. They are depicting the powers of this Vishuddhi chakra in the way things developed and how this was solved with this special kind of diplomacy, which is more tricky. It's not this is right, this is wrong. It's when something is right and when something is wrong, and how this can be developed through the right discretion, which next time we'll talk about the Hamsa chakra, which gives us the power to always know what's the right thing to do and what's wrong. But for now, we'll stay on this chakra. And now let's enjoy the talk. Keep your attention on top of the head and keep your attention on the hands for maximum enjoyment and experience.
When the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete, then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahaja. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. As you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Sri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I have never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi Chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi Chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi Chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Sri Krishna on Vishuddhi Chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi Chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi chakra. Now the name of Sri Krishna has come from the word Krishi, meaning the plowing of the soil for planting the crops. Now he is the one who has done the plowing for us, in the sense that he has created us in such a manner that when the sprouting has to be done, you are already ready for it. But as it is, we human beings spoil our Vishuddhi chakra by many wrong things, as you have seen that we smoke or we take drugs or we take tobaccos and all that. So our Vishuddhi chakra goes out. On top of that, if you are a person who doesn't talk at all or who talks too much or who shouts and screams and who shows temper, raises his voices, also spoils his Vishuddhi chakra. So the first thing is that in your using the Vishuddhi chakra, you have to remember it is to be used for sweetness, for madhurya. If you want to say something to someone, try to say something that is sweet and nice. Practice it. In certain places I have seen that people are used to a kind of a talk. And sometimes they cannot talk in the fashion that is sweet. For them it is adharma, as if to talk sweetly to someone. They only believe that you must really talk in a manner that will hurt others. So hurting anybody is not Vishuddhi chakra.
So we can stay for a moment absorbing these vibrations of your Mataji's voice, and then again bring our attention to the fifth chakra. And since I feel it still for our group, let's again put our hand to the left side, to the left Vishuddhi, to the left side of the neck. Wrap your right hand there. And here just again a few times we'll say, I'm not guilty. I can face my problems. And I can love myself. I can respect myself. I'm not guilty. This left Vishuddhi, so this guilt can also press on our heart. So we'll bring now the hand to the left heart. Because when we feel guilty, when we feel bad about ourselves, we cannot feel joy. this life, of our existence. And when we clear that, the left heart can be strengthened. So we'll say here, I'm not Mother Kundalini. By your grace, I am the spirit. I am not this body, this mind, the ego, superego, all the thoughts, the negative thoughts about myself. But I am the spirit, the eternal joy and awareness. Mother, by your grace, I am the spirit. Let's bring now our hand to the central heart on the sternum bone. And here we can breathe in very deeply, fill the lungs with air, and then hold your breath. The element of this chakra is air, and it will help us open up the heart chakra and clear this heart. And we can ask, Mother, please remove all the anxieties and all fear. Please come into my heart chakra and remove these anxieties and fear that I feel in my heart. Please fill up my heart with pure love and compassion. Now we'll bring our left hand to the lap and take the right hand to the lap and take the left hand and place it on the right heart. So where the heart is, but on the right channel. And here it's what we call our heart of action. So we can ask here, Mother Kundalini, please awaken my right heart, the power of my right heart, so that I will be active, but my actions will be from the heart. The beginning or the motive for my actions will be pure love and pure compassion. Mother, please awaken my right heart. Now we'll bring the left hand to the right Vishuddhi. So here on the right side of the neck. And again, we'll ask, Mother Kundalini, please give me sweetness. Give me genuine sweetness in communication. May the love from my heart act through my right Vishuddhi and be expressed through my Vishuddhi, through my communication. Now we'll change hands and take the right hand to the central Vishuddhi. Ask Mother Kundalini to come to our Vishuddhi, to the fifth chakra. Enlighten this fifth chakra. Awaken, Mother, please, the witness state in me. Give me this ability to see things without any reaction, without any thought. For that, we'll bring our hand to the Agya chakra, so to the forehead. We can allow our head to rest on the hand. And here, just repeat a few times, I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. You all know that without letting go these thoughts of unforgiving, we can never be free of thoughts. Simply say, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. I forgive. Then we'll take the hand to the back of the head. Here at the back, just wrap the back of the head and let your head rest slightly on the hand. And here we'll ask Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. So if we've ever done anything or we're still doing against our spiritual awakening, our Kundalini, Mother Kundalini, we can, without thinking of what that might be, just ask for forgiveness. Mother, please forgive me. Mother, please forgive me. Now we'll take our right hand again to the seventh chakra. We can again massage the seventh chakra. Slowly but firmly, we can say, Mother, thank you, Mother Kundalini, thank you for this connection with all-pervading power through my seventh chakra. Please strengthen this connection. Open up my seventh chakra so I can feel the grace, this all-pervading power flowing through me. You can even ask, Mother, please bring me into a deep meditation, to a deep meditative state. I will again find that spot where we feel vibrations. Keep your attention there. You can place your hand now comfortably back on your lap. Keep your attention where you felt vibration and on your hands. let's stay in meditation. Let's try to be thoughtless without thinking. But thoughts will come. Just witness them, just observe them as if they're not part of you. And you can also catch them with your attention so they don't develop. Just say no, not now. And for 5 minutes, let's stay and allow our Kundalini to bring us into meditation. And we'll also have some music now with the meditation. We can now slowly open our eyes, and we've come to the end of today's meditation. But if anyone wants to continue and is feeling that they want to continue in meditation, feel free to just leave the session and enjoy a few more minutes or tens of minutes of meditation on your own. But the rest of us will be raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves into Bandhan again. So let's start by bringing up the hands, spinning around, picking one knot on top. Doing 2 knots. And then 3 knots. And we'll also make bandhan 7 times for each chakra. And at the end, we can bring our hands together. Of course, if we feel from our heart, we can thank our Kundalini, our Mother Kundalini, for her guidance, for her love, for her protection, care, for clearing us, nourishing us, for everything, really. And we can also thank to Shri Mataji for bringing this beautiful, amazing technique to us through which we can experience our own being and the connection to the all-pervading divine power. So, if anyone has questions, let me know.
Thank you, Nika, for this blissful meditation. It was amazing.
Thanks.
And we had a
Thanks for
question
everything.
in the beginning. We will get to Aditya's question. And before that, just one logistical piece. If anyone was here for the first time, please don't forget to share your email address with us. We will send you the recording from today's session. And also, I'll post a link to the WhatsApp group for the side room meditation that you can use to join each week. And back to you, Nika. And we can. I'll stop recording now.
Thank you, Nika. That was awesome. Thank you, Sweta, for hosting us. Awesome, absolutely wonderful. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you, Mati. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for joining us.
Always so beautiful seeing you.
Yes.